Good afternoon, my lovely, lovely students, my lovely peeps, peers, colleagues, everyone else who's watching. This is Dr. Maya on Friday, and আমার বাঙালি শ্রোতাদের জন্য নমস্কার. Today in Career Success Conversations, we are going to be talking about skills, having a skill set. And I want to start with one concept. Every single one of you who is listening to this has mad skills. In the career success world, we very often talk about two key pieces that ensure success in one's line of work. One is skills and one is life values. When thinking about skills, it's a very commonly used word. It's one of those words in English that everybody uses and everybody knows. But if you really start digging a little bit deeper inside, a lot of insecurities start coming out. And this goes back to my other conversations about thinking traps and unhelpful thinking. So I'll give you an example. One of the most common experiences I have in my line of work as a career counselor is a student across various age ranges, first year or going into senior year, has graduated recently, is even a end level 20s adult, so not really in college as a traditional student anymore. Will walk in after having made an appointment online, very often not having met me before, not really having known who I am, but just having found my name on the website, sitting down and saying, I'm trying to apply for jobs or internships, but I have a problem, and the problem is I don't have any skills. And this happens pretty regularly. Students will walk in with the idea that skills are this huge concept and they don't own it. Over the years, I have learned to definitely respect that feeling that students have, that they don't have skills. And I have learned to very gently start countering them with proof, with evidence. So you will know from my other videos that I'm a big fan of questioning assumptions using data. So the line of conversation goes something like this. I'll say to the student, well, you have just made an appointment online with somebody that you haven't met before. You haven't known that person. There is no relationship of trust yet. You have walked into that person's office. You have said hello. You have sat down, and you have said something that is pretty vulnerable. From your perspective, it doesn't look like you have any skills. From where I'm sitting, let's start checking off the pretty long list of skills you have already presented. One, you have the skill of taking initiative because you decided that you needed help and you found a resource. Two, you have the skill of finding information online and using a tool to make an appointment. Three, you have the courage to do something that is out of your comfort zone, which is go and meet somebody and talk to somebody you don't already know. Four, you have organizational skills because you took the time to look up the place, drive to the place, find a parking spot, show up more or less on time. Sometimes people get lost, sometimes things happen. Often in that case, my students will text me and say, I'm running late. So you've shown the skill of time management and organization. You have also shown the capacity to go after a goal. So goal setting and being focused on getting the goal done. You have shown me that you are willing to be flexible because often I might text back and say, I'm running late with a student, please hang out. And 99.9% of times people are perfectly fine with that. So we could go on and on about the sheer number of professional skills you have just shown me by walking into this office. And there is usually a moment of silence, and the student says, I never really thought about it like that. And that is a lot of the work we do as career coaches, as career counselors, as academic counselors, is we help students see what is already there. Most of us, I would say pretty much all of us, if we have managed to live through 16, 17, 18 years of life, we have mad skills, communication skills, organization skills, the capacity to take risks, the capacity to take initiative, the capacity to be vulnerable, goal setting, time management, focus on getting things done. There are so many skills every single one of you who's listening to this video is walking around with. The challenge sometimes is that you don't know it, and because you don't know it, you can't own it. And because you can't own it, we come to that other conversation we've been having briefly the last couple of weeks, which is about imposter syndrome. When we don't feel that we own skills and values, then it becomes hard for us to claim authenticity. And then it becomes a question of, okay, if I'm not feeling comfortable in my own skin, if I'm not feeling grounded, then I might start feeling like an imposter. So one strategy for addressing imposter syndrome is to become very, very, very savvy at knowing and owning your professional skills. And another video I'll talk about professional values, life values as well. But it's very important for us to start building ourselves up with data and having conversations with your mentors and coaches and professors and family members who are professionally successful, going online to look at skills assessment spreadsheets. There's so much online that is available now. Just checklists. Resume skill set lists.pdf, and you'll find lots and lots of detailed skills that are available for you to assess. The key message here is I want with all my heart for each and every one of you to be able to use data that is personalized. So for some person, it might be good at presentation skills. For another student, it might be good at research skills. We don't all have to have the same skills. Goddess knows we don't want that. What we want is to be able to know what skills we have, know how to grow them, know how to own them, and then know how to teach them so that people who look up to us, people for whom we are role models, also start rethinking the way they approach their own skill sets. So, a couple of takeaways in terms of action items. Sit down and make a list of skills. Ask friends, ask colleagues, go online, take a free assessment. You will be amazed at how rich and skilled you are once you start thinking about it in specificities. And what happens as you become more savvy at articulating your skills is it kind of gets into your bones and your spirit and your soul. And then we don't feel like an imposter anymore because we know for a fact that here's one skill I have because it's been proven. So that's my message for the day. Work on identifying your skill set, work on growing your skill set, and all of that together is going to be very helpful in countering imposter syndrome. So have a lovely, lovely day and keep going, keep moving forward. Do not get distracted. Life is a long game, and you are wonderful and skillful and capable and courageous, and don't ever, ever let anybody else tell you otherwise. Kick ass. Dr. Maya here. Please subscribe to my channel. Please send me comments, and I am looking forward to hearing from you. Bye.